extra large and extra hard, put this P word right in your face, swipe your nose like a credit card.
Oh man, yeah, he definitely sounds like an old Klansman who's just at the bar, and maybe he walked into the wrong bar, who knows, and suddenly he's just yelling profanities after a couple drinks.
Which I like, and discuss it a little bit more as a watershed moment for female sexuality in hip-hop. Now, of course, I'm not trying to say there haven't been female pioneers and groundbreakers, even artists who have been sexually explicit in their lyrics in hip-hop in the past. Of course there have. But now there seems to be this huge range of voices that just did not have the platform in the past. Whether you're talking about a Little Sims, or a Young M.A., or a Rhapsody, and of course even a Cardi B. I mean, it's getting to the point where the number of women putting good quality bangers out there is getting hard to keep track of. And this change in the gender dynamics of the current hip-hop landscape has led to an increase in perspectives, in stories, and now even the tone with which sex is being approached is beginning to shift a little bit. Now, in the defense of male artists, it has been changing a little bit on their side, with guys like Drake getting a bit more moody and sensual and introspective with the sexual narratives of his music, or even Kanye West, who has been totally unafraid to get supremely freaky with some of the sexual fantasies in his music, stuff that frankly would have gotten him a lot of eyebrow raises in the 90s or 2000s. But what is my interest in this video is exploring WAP as an attempt to reclaim the female sexuality narrative for a female perspective, as the perspective we hear in this track is not often one that is mainstreamed as much as it is in the case of this song.
There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. I said certified freak. 7 days a week. Wet ass P word. Make that pull out game weak. Yeah. You effing with some wet ass P word. Bring a
it's degenerate, and you'll find that him and the rest of conservatives love talking about degeneracy, right? About we have to. Well, I mean, they're not the only ones. It seems other people enjoy degeneracy as well, which is maybe it's a sign of the times.
A bucket and a mop for this wet ass P word. Give me
Oh, you'd like to hear him say this after a couple drinks? Yes, we can certainly achieve that effect.
Everything you got for this wet ass P word. Beat it up, N-word. Catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this P word right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card.
Oh man, yeah, he definitely sounds like an old Klansman who's just at the bar, and maybe he walked into the wrong bar, who knows, and suddenly he's just yelling profanities after a couple drinks.
Hop on top, I wanna ride. I do a kegel while it's inside. Spit in my mouth, look in my eyes. This P word is wet, come take a dive.
Did he think it was a question? Me? Oh, I'm not ready. Madam, you do go on.
It continues along these lines. And it gets significantly more vulgar. Like, a lot more vulgar.
That's a good point. He does use saying the N-word as if it sounds like someone using a hard R. That's really, I've never heard that before. Wow, what a trick.
Talk your S-word, bite your lip, ask for a call while you ride that D-word. You really ain't never gonna F him for a thing. He already made his mind up before he came. Now get your boots and your coat for this wet ass P word. Pay my tuition just to kiss me on this wet ass P. Right. So this is guys. This is what feminists fought for.
So that's the point in his bar experience where he was unable to, I say, connect with the woman of his dreams, and she has rejected him. So now that's the point where he's going to say, well, that Feminism. Sure.
This is what the feminist movement was all about. It's not it's not really about, you know, women being treated as independent, full, grounded human beings. It's about wet ass P-word.
Oh. Well, I mean, I wonder what Abby's going to say about all this. I haven't seen the Abby Shapiro. She hasn't done a comment on that. The Ben Shapiro cover is legit way better than the original, Tim Pool. I have no way of knowing if that's fake. Just like, this could go either way. And the thing is, if he gets clowned too hard for this, he'll be like, well, obviously I was joking. You don't get a joke. But I can see him actually legitimately being like, I actually just I prefer that one. I prefer it. Most people do.
Ranted at length, it was either Thursday or Friday, about the Cardi B music video push. And here's the thing, I don't openly seek out, like, you know, cultural rot entertainment like that. And so when it is permeating my...
That's really interesting, because like, this is what I would think of would be like, you know, Webster's dictionary defines cultural rot entertainment as this. Like, whatever the fuck is happening here, this is what I would define cultural rot entertainment is from the ground up. Actually, you couldn't get a more encompassing, all-telling image than this right here. Even the war room in the background, as if you're some kind of super soldier.
Desk, my screen, then I know it's getting to your children. That's just the algorithm. So when I see it getting pushed everywhere, when I see the media praising it, I know that it's being force-fed to your kids in a demonic, spiritual, sexual exercise to do this to your daughters in an unbelievable Apple Music interview with Cardi B. This isn't Cardi B talking. This is some other girl influenced by Cardi B. And this is exactly what I...
Well, that's journalism. I'm doing a hit piece on Cardi B. Now, here's an interview with someone who isn't Cardi B, and this is why, again, Cardi B is terrible.
I know they do to young women. I've seen it. And so everything I ranted about is now personified in an Apple Music interview featuring Cardi B. And here's a young fan of Cardi B, a young girl.
These men fuck missionary with the lights on? Oh, unfortunately not. No, that would be far too freaky. He more just cries in the hallway for about an hour before then retreating to the living room and wondering why he wasn't able to enter the bedroom. I think that's how the procedure goes.
And listen to what she says in clip 13.
At the end of the day, me being a hoe, like these people say, like, honestly, I liberate a lot of hoes. You feel me? When I hear Cardi talk about popping some pussy, me and my bitches is with it. Like, that liberate us, because it's like, f you self-respect as hoes, cause how y'all got self-respect? Like, I don't think y'all got self-respect like that, cause first of all, you supposed to tax these that's self-respect. You feel me?
Wait, Ben said his favorite sex position was marital? Does he not even know what missionary is? Yeah, you know, it's the one where I stand on top of her, and then I have the sheet with the hole in it, and then I put the penis through the hole, and then I cry for about 2 hours afterwards and wonder why I did what I did, and I feel deep shame. That's called marital, right? That's the marital position.
Like, it make me feel liberated. Like, I love crossing boundaries. Because guess what? Scared money don't make no money. If you're going to be scared to get that money, you're going to be scared to be yourself and say, this who I am, then you ain't going to get that coin like that.
The conservative reaction to WAP is taking me back to how conservatives acted in the 80s and 90s. They're the ones who tried to censor rock and roll, not the left.
Yeah, I completely agree. Although, don't listen to Paul Joseph Watson on that topic, because he'll tell you it's quite the opposite. In fact, punk rock was actually a conservative movement. Yes, you didn't know that, but it is.
Facts.
To our God, I'm Wrath. We pray at your altar of awesomeness. To our monarch, Thomas Bone, you are the light that guides our path. To our lords, Jeffrey Lamb, Steven, Nine Tails Cosmic Fox, Hans Josephine, and Poppy Nelson, we bow meekly for your pleasure. To our Knights of the Round Table, Josh Mickelson, Dylan Bite, Alexander Thaler, Zach Christensen, Todd Buckingham, Todd Lajeunesse, Clement Chutzkoff, Skybear Games, Moss Beast, Political Puppy, Ali Menthol, Jimmy Big Nuts, Alan R., Andreas Chitoro, Good Coon Hates Cops, That's Solid Coon Man, and Bryn, we salute you. And to our many merchants and farmers, you have our undying love